Student, my name is Dr. Iqbal. Today I will cover bond price calculation. In this lecture, we will try to understand how to calculate various bond prices with the help of data available in the question.
So these are the concepts that I will discuss in this lecture, and just see this question. A 3-year bond with 10% coupon rate and the face value is 1000 has yield to maturity of 8%. Assuming annual coupon payment, calculate the price of the bond. So before moving to the calculation of the question, this is important that you understand that 3-year bond means the maturity time of this bond is 3 years, which is set by the company, and the 10% coupon rate is the annual rate which will be paid by the company. In student common language, we call it that this is the interest payment made by the company to the investor of the bonds. And yield to maturity, which is taken as investor required return, is 8%. Calculate the price of the bond. So first, student, we will try to get the data, that what information are given and how we understand it. So this is the data which is available in this question. Number of years are 3. Coupon rate is 10%. Face value is 1000. And yield to maturity is 8%. And the question is interested to find out price. Remember that if you're working in bond valuation chapter, your concepts of time value of money, your concepts of how to calculate present value of single amount and the present value of annuities should be clear. If these concepts are not clear, then naturally the topic will be somehow difficult for you to understand. So I would suggest that you must revise the basic concepts of time value of money, especially the discounting concept of single amount as well as of annuity. That will help you a lot to understand the concept of bond pricing. So student, after getting this data, we will try to understand the basic understanding. So look at this one, that this is the way the things will appear. So as you can see the timeline, and this timeline will help you. Why I'm stretching it for 3 years? Because as you have seen earlier, that the maturity time is 3 years. So I'm showing here that how investor will take these 3 years concept. So student, in these 3 years, the company will pay to the investor 100 rupees per year. As we discussed in the previous slide, that the coupon rate is 10%, and we discussed in the previous lectures that a student can calculate this 10% on the face value. So you will get 100 per year for the next 3 years. So this is the timeline which will help you, that this is the payment that investor will receive. If I'm interested to calculate present value of this 3 amount, you can recall that this is actually reflecting the annuity concept, because 3 amounts are coming simultaneously with a specified intervals, so there is no issue. So if you are interested to calculate present value of these 3 amounts, you can discount all the amount like this, and as you can see that these 3 amounts should be taken as annuity, and when it is taken as annuity, so naturally you will use annuity formula to calculate the present value. So this is the formula that you can use. We are taking PMT, the annual payment that you are receiving. We are also taking YTM as the discounting factor, and once you will calculate the present value of these amount, so the resulting answer is 257.71. So student, 2 things are important. One, you are receiving these interest payment each year, and as we discussed earlier, in the last year you will also receive the face value that is 1000. So that should also be incorporated in this working. So once you have done and calculated present value of all these cash inflows that you will receive from the company, you will also take one additional concept. This is face value that you will receive at the end of maturity. This is important, that you are not only receiving these cash flows in terms of interest from the company, you will also receive face value at the end of the 3rd year. whether it is third year or fifth year depending on the question, but this amount will always come at the end of the maturity time. So you will also calculate present value of this amount. Remember that present value of these amount were taken as annuity, while the present value of this amount will be taken as a single amount. So we will use a simple discount factor, and you are already quite familiar with this kind of formula that we use, that present value is equal to future value 1 plus YTM. So once you will discount it, the resulting answer is 793.84. Now student, we have done this part earlier, that how to calculate present value of this interest payment, and this is the present value of your face value. Once you will add it, you will get the final answer. So as per calculation, the bond price is 1051.55 by adding these two amount. Since you are not working in this way in your question, uh, these are the details which are coming behind the concept, that how we actually calculate it, how we are applying the concept of present value, and how we are working on this question. I'm moving to a simple formula, the way you will present it. So look, this is the formula that we will use to calculate, and we will put all the information in it. This is the interest payment, this is the discount factor we used earlier for discounting the annuity, and this is the present value of the uh, face value of the bond. So once you will add these two one, you will get the final answer of 1051. Now here the bond is at premium, and how we say it as premium, this we can understand through here. The current price of the bond is 1051 as we calculated, and face value of the bond is 1000. So when you will compare it, you can see that the current price of the bond is greater than face value. Whenever this kind of situation is arising, we call it that the bond is at premium. So this is the position, and under what condition it is possible. So the last point is very important, that whenever YTM percentage is more than the coupon rate, the bond will always be calculated at premium. This I am showing you are again, that YTM is less than coupon rate, then this situation might occur, as you can see here in the question, that YTM is 8% while the coupon rate is 10%. Whenever this kind of situation is arising, the resulting answer will be at premium.